A few years ago, I stumbled across an article on the interwebs about Pokemon and religion. According to some religious radicals, it promotes Satanism by proving evolution is real. Well, no matter what you think of evolution being real or not, I think the majority of people can all agree that Pokemon is not trying to convert the people who play the game into Satanists. But that got me thinking, and I know that's a scary thought in itself. If people were so up in arms with Pokemon promoting Satan worshipping, that begs the question, is there a connection between Pokemon and the Prince of Darkness himself? No, wrong Prince of Darkness. Can we have another picture? There you go. But anyway, today on the New Age Gamers, we are going to open a portal into the underworld and talk about religion and Pokemon. So, I guess the best place to start with this would be the quote-unquote god of all Pokemon in their world, Arceus. According to the lore in the series, Arceus created the Pokemon universe and the Pokemon in it, similar to the beginning of the Bible when God said, "Let there be light," and then proceeded to create everything. Arceus then proceeded to create 3 Pokemon under him to help him control the universe: Dalgia, Palkia, and Giratina. And this is where things get interesting. All 3 of these Pokemon act as helpers to Arceus, in a similar fashion as archangels do in the Abrahamic religions. But again, this is where things get interesting. I'm going to leak Dookie Shed's YouTube channel for this one, because one of his videos made me aware of this, and you gotta give him credit when credit is due. Gotta cite them sources. Anyway, Giratina might be the devil in the Pokemon world. Let's explain the story of the devil in the Abrahamic religions first, then we can go back and compare it to the Pokemon universe. In the Abrahamic religions, the devil, or Lucifer, or even Satan, whatever you'd like to call him, was God's second in command in heaven. But he wanted something more. He wanted to be God. So, he led a rebellion in heaven to try to overthrow God, but it backfired. The rebellion was stopped, and Lucifer and all of his supporters were sent to hell for the rest of eternity as their punishment. Now, this is where we get to tie it back into Pokemon. Giratina is known as the renegade Pokemon and banished to the Distortion world due to its violence, according to the Pokedex. Sound familiar, anyone? Okay, maybe we can prove it to you a bit more. Giratina has 2 forms, a serpent and a basilisk, which are 2 forms the devil often takes in the Bible. And with that, we will look at Giratina's 2 forms themselves. Giratina has 6 ribs, 6 spikes, and 6 legs in one form, and in the other, he has 6 wings, 6 spikes, and 6 legs. In its other 666, the symbol of the devil in the Abrahamic religions. So maybe, just maybe, Giratina is the counterbalance to Arceus, or comparatively, God to the devil. But the religious references to the devil and the underworld don't stop there. Other Pokemon show traits of the underworld. Look at Houndoom for a second, from Generation 2. If you look at his body and his dark fire abilities, he reminds us of a hellhound, which is popular from old European folklore. This idea made a comeback later in Arthur Conan Doyle's The Hound of Baskervilles, which propelled it into our modern culture. More interesting hellish monsters to appear in the Abrahamic religions and have also appeared in Pokemon would be the Leviathan, Ziz, and Behemoth, which all 3 of these creatures have counterparts, at least by design, to Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza, respectively. We have 2 honorable mentions that we thought we would like to talk about before we wrap this episode up. The Baku, which was created by the gods in Japanese folklore to eat dreams and nightmares of unknowing people while they were sleeping. With that, a direct tie in with Pokemon would be the Pokemon Drowsy. Directly in the Pokédex, it states that it is, and I quote, a descendant of a legendary animal, Baku, which is said to eat dreams. So, actually, the Baku exists in the Pokemon universe as Drowsy. Interesting, huh? And lastly, the final Pokemon we would like to mention that ties into folklore is, that's right, the Kraken. This monster, which comes out of the 13th century Norwegian folklore, is said to attack ships and sink them. What Pokemon could do this, you ask? Well, maybe the squid Pokemon Malamar, which is known to use its suction cups in battle to attack enemies, similar to how the Kraken was supposed to attack unsuspecting ships. For the record, these theories we have stated today are just fan theories. Nowhere do we, as the New Age Gamers, think that Pokemon encourages the worshipping of the devil. This episode was made to examine the origins of Pokemon and their basis in religion and folklore. With that being said, it is very interesting to look at what has inspired some of the most memorable Pokemon in the series. And on that note, this is Bopes with the New Age Gamers, wishing you a great day. Hey everyone, like what you saw? Then please like and subscribe for future content, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter for future updates. Also, if you like our kind of content, then go check out our friend Frank Gamer. He has an awesome channel and we love to collaborate sometimes. And always guys, this is the New Age Gamers, still wishing you a great day.